Hello, South Pacific family. It is so hard to believe that we are at the end of 2024 as we've just celebrated Thanksgiving and now we're looking at Christmas and the joy of giving and being with family and friends. I really want to encourage and challenge us to focus our attention on making disciples complete in Jesus. And one of those important aspects, which I confess I was pretty ignorant and ignored for many of the years of my earlier ministry, and that is the essence of creating discipleship and understanding generosity as an outcome. For God so loved the world, He gave. When we give ourselves to the Lord Jesus, generosity is just an outcome because it's the heart of God. In 2 Corinthians chapter 9, it's a passage you all know, you all preached it very many times, but in verse 6, the point is this, is what it says. The point is this: whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly. Whoever sows bountifully will also reap bountifully. The heart of it being, it's about the issue of faith. Who do you believe supplies? I guess when we have this essence of sparingly, we don't have much, we don't give until we think, well, I need more, then I will give. And yet we saw the feeding of the 5,000 where Jesus tells the disciples, hey, y'all, you feed them. And they're like, we don't have anything. Well, what do you have? Well, we've got 2 fish and 5 loaves. Well, He took it, He blessed it, He gave it back. Now get this. They had to give it to Jesus. And when they gave what little they had, He blessed it. Some of your ministries, some of your people you are leading, they haven't learned the principle of generosity. The principle of generosity is that what little you have, when you give to Him, He takes care of all of your needs. You struggle financially, and there's a point of being a good steward and not wasteful. But the bigger point is understanding the rest of this text. Verse 10, He who supplies seed to the sower and bread for food will supply and multiply your seed for sowing and increase the harvest of righteousness. He's the supplier. When we have so little and we give it to Him, it's not about what we can get, but it's about faith, believing He's the supplier. Even what little I have, He gave to me. I give it back to Him. When He gives to us and we give back, the blessings flow. I have had 3 turnaround churches, and every single one had money issues. When they began to give financially beyond themselves, the money issues were solved. Whenever we hoard or think we can't give because we need this, you begin to reduce God's blessing and ability because your faith isn't believe that He's really the provider. I want to encourage you to teach this principle. Let your people be blessed. If you don't teach them the principle, how will they be generous in your church? But then also model it. Live it out as well. This holiday season, may the Lord give you an incredibly generous heart and speak boldly, not to fulfill a budget, but boldly for the generosity of who He is and the Spirit of God to put faith in you, for He who supplies seed to the sower. As we go into the end of this year, just want to remind you that we have 40 days of prayer that starts off 2025. There's a link below. Please click it, register. Love for you to participate in the 40 days of prayer. Also, winter camp. Registration is, again, a link below for more information. Want to encourage you to have and encourage your people to go and participate in winter camp. Have a very Merry Christmas. May you delight in the goodness, the graciousness, and the generosity of our Father.